The girl instantly recognizes that the CEO is under a curse. He's been plagued with illness for a long time. With a compassionate heart, she channels a beam of golden light into his body. The CEO instantly feels rejuvenated, a wave of vitality surging through him. As the CEO begins to formulate a way to thank her, the girl notices the city inspectors chasing her from behind. But it's too late. She's caught and mistaken for a fraud. Faced with the police interrogation, the girl confidently claims she's a disciple of a true immortal sect. Unable to break through her cultivation, her master predicted she had unfinished business in the mortal world. So, she was struck down by 9 bolts of lightning and sent to live among the mortals. The police, convinced the girl has lost her mind, trace her DNA to find her family. To their shock, she's the missing heir of a wealthy family. With the police's help, the girl is brought back to her biological parents' home. Her father, overwhelmed with emotion, apologizes for her suffering. He has no idea she's been raised with love by the leaders of the great immortal sects. Next, her father introduces her to her 3 brothers, but the brothers aren't welcoming at all. The scheming fake daughter pretends to be kind and offers to show the girl her room. Her father, watching them leave together, smiles, thinking they'll get along. But as soon as they're upstairs, the fake daughter shows her true colors. She snarls at the girl, saying she should have died outside, not come back. Then, she purposely throws herself down the stairs to frame the girl, but the girl calmly tosses out a rope from her sleeve and pulls her back up. The rope, used to tie wild boars that fell into the pigsty, makes the fake daughter gag with disgust. The noise catches the attention of the brothers. The fake daughter collapses at the girl's feet, accusing her of bullying. Of course, the brothers side with the fake daughter, scolding the girl. Her father rushes to comfort her. Seeing his genuine concern, the girl gives him a jade pendant she's kept with her. Her father, thinking it's just an ordinary stone, happily wears it around his neck. The next morning, he wakes up to find his insomnia cured and his back pain gone. Realizing the pendant may have brought him good luck, he proudly shows it off on social media. The CEO, who has been searching for the girl, spots the post and immediately recognizes the pendant. He rushes to find her, eager to thank her. Meanwhile, the fake daughter, who's faking an illness in the hospital, seethes when she sees the post. The girl steps into her real home for the first time, only to be greeted by a barking attack dog lunging straight at her. But the next second, golden light flashes in her eyes, and the ferocious beast instantly melts into a docile puppy at her feet. The brother watches in disbelief as his loyal dog rolls over for belly rubs like a traitor. He storms forward to drag the dog away, only for the animal to bare its fangs at him in fury. Hearing his cold sarcasm, the girl finally understands. He set the dog on her. She demands to know why he hates her so much. He answers without hesitation. She bullied the fake daughter, so he has to teach her a lesson. The girl stands akimbo, furious, calling him brainless and telling him to shake his brain before speaking next time. The brother fires back, accusing her of returning just to fight for inheritance. To uphold her dignity as a cultivator, the girl angrily throws the 2 million allowance from her father onto him. She declares she'll earn her own money. Walking down the street, wondering how to make cash, the girl spots a poster, a rich woman seeking a childbearer for 2 million. Her eyes light up and she immediately makes the call. The CEO arrives just in time to see her get into a van sent by the so-called rich woman. He orders his assistant to follow. The girl is brought to an abandoned building where several sleazy men surround her with vile intentions. Naive as she is, she finally realizes she's been tricked. When the leader reaches for her, she grabs his wrist and kicks him to the ground. Enraged, the gang charges at her with wooden sticks, but within seconds, they're all lying on the floor groaning. The leader, seizing a desperate chance, fires a gun at her. Golden light flashes, and the bullet splits cleanly in half before her. When the CEO and his assistant rush in, they freeze in shock at the carnage. Men lie everywhere, defeated, while the girl forces the gang leader to write down every accomplice he's ever worked with. Spotting the CEO, the terrified gang leader crawls to him begging to be arrested. He'd rather go to jail than fall back into the girl's hands. The girl happily asks the CEO if he's the one seeking a childbearer for 2 million. The CEO chokes in embarrassment, but the girl suddenly notices his curse worsening. She writes her number on his hand, telling him to contact her if needed. A police officer arrives, announcing that all the criminals caught are S-class wanted fugitives. He hands her a 400,000 won reward. The girl beams with joy. Just then, her phone rings. Her brother says their long-lost mother has returned, and she must come home immediately. The girl walked in with hope glimmering in her eyes, only to be met with her mother's cold disgust, the first words demanding she apologize to the scheming girl. She refused, confused and wronged, while the 3 brothers instantly took the scheming girl's side, scolding her as ungrateful. They claimed their mother had canceled an opera performance just to see her, yet she dared to cause trouble. The girl calmly counted on her fingers and asked if the opera stage had collapsed, and if her mother's voice had suddenly failed before she returned. The woman freezes. None of this was ever made public. The girl pointed playfully at the bracelet on her mother's wrist, saying it was the one who told her. She saw the black aura surrounding it, and calmly explained that it carried a deadly curse that stole luck and life. She urges her mother to toss it immediately. The brothers roared that she was fear-mongering, reminding everyone it was a birthday gift from the kind-hearted scheming girl. The mother, seeing the scheming girl's pitiful face, cut the girl off with a furious shout, threatening to kick her out. Knowing words were useless, Speechless, the girl ripped the bracelet off her mother's wrist and smashed it to the ground. The moment it shattered, her mother gasped. Her voice had suddenly returned. Just then, the butler reported that the Royal Theatre had invited her to perform, and all tickets sold out instantly. The girl raised her chin smugly and asked if they still wanted her gone. The scheming girl, seeing her plot crumble, instantly pretended to faint. The brothers again scolded the girl, but this time the mother no longer blindly defended the scheming girl. The mother held her daughter's hand and apologized softly. The girl patted her mother's hand, basking in the moment, saying geniuses were always misunderstood. Then she generously declared she forgave them. The mother happily asked the butler to book a hotel to celebrate. While leaving, the girl warned the scheming girl not to play tricks again. The scheming girl immediately sought out her hired sorcerer, vowing to steal everything the family owned and destroy them. Meanwhile, the CEO invited the girl to treat his illness, but after eating her fill, she said she needed a place full of spiritual energy. The CEO imagines mountains and waterfalls until she pulls out her ancient phone to rent a haunted house. He stares at her, completely speechless.